Gajuddin Mosque and Tomb. Amidst the ever-evolving cityscape of Old Delhi stands a silent sentinel of learning and legacy, the Gajuddin Mosque and Tomb Complex, founded in 1696 by Gajuddin Khan, a powerful noble of Emperor Aurangzeb's court. This Mughlara Madrasa complex is among the few surviving historical madrasas of India and the oldest continuing educational center in Delhi, today home to the Zakir Hussain Delhi College. The mosque, freestanding and faced in red sandstone, reflects the elegance of Shah Jahani architecture, with three graceful domes crowning its prayer hall, inspired by the iconic Jama Masjid and Fatehpuri Masjid. Inside, the prayer hall and pillared chambers tell tales of devotion and architectural brilliance, their design echoing the splendor of Delhi's grandest Mughal mosques. At the southern end rests the tomb of Gajuddin Khan, enclosed in delicate jali screens, an outer layer of red sandstone and an inner sanctum of marble filigree. Here, the noble who shaped this center of learning found his eternal rest in 1710. Once a bastion of knowledge under private patronage, the madrasa weathered centuries, from its closure in the 1790s to rebirth as Delhi College in 1825 and survival through the upheavals of 1857. The British transformed this Mughal institution into a bastion of Shah Jahanabad's defences, later repurposing it for their institutions, but the spirit of learning endured. From Mughal Madrasa to Colonial College, to a refuge for partitions displaced, today the Gajuddin complex continues as a beacon of education at Zakir Hussain Delhi College. A legacy of faith, knowledge and resilience, the Gajuddin Mosque and Tomb is a chapter of Delhi's layered history, standing tall through the sands of time. Tomb of Adham Khan. Standing at the edge of Mehrauli, against the ancient walls of Lal Kot, is a monument wrapped in history and intrigue, the 16th century tomb of Adham Khan, a general of Emperor Akbar. Built in 1562, this octagonal tomb reflects the styles of the Lodhi and Sur dynasties, the design often associated with those the Mughal court branded as traitors. The dome's central chamber rises from a terrace enclosed by an octagonal wall with low towers at each corner. This is one of the rare Mughlara structures to adopt such a design, perhaps symbolizing Adham Khan's tragic fall from favor. Each side of the tomb features verandas pierced by three arched openings inviting visitors into a maze of passages. It is known as Bhul Bhulaiya, or the labyrinth, where one could easily lose their way amidst the thick walls. Adham Khan, once a favored noble, met his end when Akbar ordered him thrown twice from Agra fort's ramparts after the murder of the emperor's prime minister. His mother, Mehmanga, died 40 days later from grief. Both now rest beneath this dome. Centuries later, the tomb was misused, converted into a residence, dining hall, post office, and even a police station during British rule. It was only under Lord Curzon that the tomb was restored and Adham Khan's grave returned to its rightful place. Today, Adham Khan's tomb stands as a silent witness to loyalty, betrayal, and the layered history of Delhi, a monument where every passage echoes with the voices of the past. Jantar Mantar. In the heart of New Delhi stands a remarkable testament to India's scientific legacy, Jantar Mantar. Built in 1724 by Maharaja Jai Singh II of Jaipur, this architectural marvel was designed to unlock the mysteries of the cosmos. The most striking instrument here is the Samrat Yantra, or Supreme Instrument. Standing 70 feet tall with a 128-foot-long hypotenuse aligned with Earth's axis, it is the world's largest sundial, precise enough to measure time within 2 seconds. Each side of this giant triangle features quadrants with intricate gradations that measure hours, minutes, and even seconds as the sun's shadow shifts. Nearby, the Jaya Prakash Yantra 2 hollowed hemispheres allowed ancient astronomers to track stars with astonishing accuracy. Crosswires and markings help observers convert between celestial coordinate systems with ease. Next, the Rama Yantra, two large, open-topped cylinders that measure the altitude and azimuth of stars, transforming the sky into a precise map of coordinates. The Misra Yantra is a masterpiece of design, 5 instruments combined into one. It revealed the shortest and longest days of the year and even indicated the exact noon at cities far beyond Delhi's borders. From the Shasthansa Yantra pinhole camera method measuring the sun's diameter to the Karka Rashi Valya Yantra, built 12 times over to track zodiac constellations, every structure here served a unique purpose in decoding the heavens. Jantar Mantar, meaning instruments for measuring the harmony of the heavens, remains a symbol of India's quest for cosmic knowledge, a fusion of science, art, and architecture. Step into the past and witness the brilliance of Jai Singh's vision, where geometry met the stars. We hope you all liked this 14th episode of Historical Monuments of Delhi. Stay tuned for the next episode. Your friend Ravindra Kumar Gupta, RKG.